Top 10 Biggest Gangsters and Mobsters of All Time. In the annals of crime, there are few figures more notorious than the gangsters and mobsters of yesteryear. There are plenty of candidates to choose from, each with their own sordid tales of violence, corruption, and betrayal. But the real question is, who do you think deserves to be at the top of this list? Number 10. Frank Costello. Frank Costello, also known as the Prime Minister of the Underworld, was an Italian-American mobster who was involved in various criminal activities, including bootlegging, gambling, and racketeering. He was a prominent member of the Luciano crime family, which later became the Genovese crime family. Costello was known for his political connections and was rumored to have had close ties to numerous politicians and public figures. He died of a heart attack in 1973 at the age of 82. Number 9. Joseph Banano. Born in Sicily, Joseph Banano was an American crime boss who founded the Banano crime family in New York City. He was involved in racketeering, loan sharking, and other criminal activities. He wrote an autobiography called A Man of Honor. Number 8. Meyer Lansky. Meyer Lansky, also known as the mob's accountant, was a Jewish-American mobster who was involved in various criminal activities, including bootlegging, gambling, and money laundering. Lansky was a close associate of Lucky Luciano and helped him establish the commission. He was also involved in the development of Las Vegas as a gambling destination. Lansky died of lung cancer in 1983 at the age of 80. Number 7. Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar was a Colombian drug lord who controlled the Medellin cartel, one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in history. At the height of his power in the 1980s, he was responsible for the majority of cocaine smuggling into the United States. He was also responsible for numerous acts of violence, including bombings, assassinations, and kidnappings. Escobar was eventually killed by Colombian authorities in 1993 while on the run. Number 6. John Gotti. John Gotti, also known as the Teflon Don, was an Italian-American mobster who became the boss of the Gambino crime family in 1985. Gotti was involved in various criminal activities, including racketeering, extortion, and murder. He gained widespread notoriety for his flamboyant personality and high-profile legal battles. Gotti was eventually sentenced to life in prison without parole in 1992 and died of throat cancer in 2002 while still incarcerated. Number 5. Vincent Chiganti. Vincent Chiganti was an Italian-American mobster who was boss of the Genovese crime family. He was known for his eccentric behavior, which included walking the streets in a bathrobe and mumbling to himself. He was involved in extortion, loan sharking, and murder. He was eventually convicted of racketeering and murder and died in prison in 2005. Number 4. Bugsy Seagull. Bugsy Seagull was an American mobster who was involved in the development of the Las Vegas Strip. He was a prominent member of the Italian-American Mafia and was involved in bootlegging, gambling, and murder. He is also believed to have been involved in the founding of Murder Incorporated, a group of contract killers. Seagull was assassinated in 1947. Number 3. Carlo Gambino. Carlo Gambino was an Italian-American mobster who is considered one of the most powerful bosses in American Mafia history. He became the head of the Gambino crime family in 1957, which was the largest and most powerful mafia family in the United States at the time. Gambino was involved in various criminal activities, including extortion, loan sharking, and murder. He died of natural causes in 1976 at the age of 74. Number 2. Lucky Luciano. Charlie "Lucky" Luciano was an Italian-American mobster who is considered one of the founders of the American Mafia. He is credited with creating the Commission, a governing body that oversaw all organized crime activities in the United States. Luciano was involved in various criminal activities, including bootlegging, gambling, and prostitution. He was sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison in 1936 for running a prostitution ring, but his sentence was later commuted in exchange for his assistance during World War II. He was deported to Italy in 1946 and died there in 1962. Number 1. Al Capone. Al Capone, also known as Scarface, was a notorious American gangster who rose to infamy during the Prohibition era. He became the head of the Chicago Outfit, a crime syndicate that smuggled and sold illegal alcohol. Capone was involved in numerous criminal activities, including extortion, prostitution, and murder. He was eventually convicted of tax evasion and sentenced to 11 years in prison. Capone died in 1947 at the age of 48 from complications related to syphilis.